Okay, so today we're going to be talking about minimalist way out of debt. Me. Minimalist way out of debt. If you are in debt and you're trying to get out of debt, there is what we call portioning. And if you must get out of debt, you need to draw scale of preferences, right? Scale of preferences meaning buying what you need rather than what you want. And even among the things that you need, you buy the most important things. You create scale of preference, right? Then after you've created a scale of preference, you buy needs of needs, right? Meaning even among what you need, there are things that you need more than these things that you need. For example, you have a need to eat food, right? And you have to eat food, and you see a burger, you see pizza, they are food also. But the major food you want is basic food that can take you throughout the week or throughout the day. So you start creating needs out of needs. Then the next thing that you need to do when you are trying to get out of debt from needs of needs, you see how to swap. When you learn how to swapping what you have right now with what you need can really help you. For example, when you need for example, you need gas. You need gas to cook, right? And then gas is quite expensive and you're trying to get out of debt. There are other ways you can also cook, right? You can use wood, you can use coal, you can use kerosene. So you look at the one that would actually help you to gain better and faster than the gas. The gas may not dirty your pot and you might cook with it inside, but for these and these you have to cook outside, and for these also it might also seem expensive. So you actually learn to swap from these with either this or this. Mostly people will swap for coal, yes, charcoal, to use it and cook, okay? And I hear that it is also very good and fast. Or you swap for wood if you have wood around you. The aim of all these things is for you to actually minimize cost, okay, and maximize everything you have, and maximize everything you have. So if the minimalist point of view, what you have to do is create scale of preference, buy needs of needs, swap. You need to swap either your gas. I'm using an example of gasoline. You need to swap gas for coal, wood, or kerosene, whichever. And then you have to minimize cost at all costs and then maximize everything you have. That is one of the ways you can actually get out of debt. And in our next video, you'll be seeing this part where we'll be handling things, okay? So now, after maximizing cost, maximizing everything you have, the next thing you need to know about is what you consume daily. Daily consumptions. The moment you wake up in the morning, let's forget about your toothbrush, the water you use, then the heater you use to boil. Those are also money. Utility, these are daily cost. Utility, we don't actually count them. Utility, these are daily costs. Yes, because when you buy units for a month, it's actually divided times into 30 for it to serve you, right? So, but that is usually what people don't look at when they actually trying to get out of debt. But we put it here in bracket, meaning we will revisit it some other time. you begin to think of the food you will eat for the day, right? Your transport, right? Then what? I think these are the major things: food and transport, right? That you go about daily. Food, it can be for family or yourself individual, right? And when you think of family, you can also break it down to how many in a family, how many people in a family, right? Individual, we know it's just yourself. So this also, you can break it down to family of 5, family of 7, family of 4, etc., right? Then you think of the transportation that it will actually cost for this or this. Transportation for family, does your wife and your children, or does your husband and every other person go out every blessed day? You actually calculate it. And then, do you go out every other day? Do your work require you go out every other day, and other of your activities you go out every other day? You actually calculate it. And then after you've calculated it, you will come to the sum total, and then you'll say, okay, food for individual, you might just be able to spend, let's say, 1.5. Remember, you're trying to get out of debt. 1.5 is like $3, right? Or let's say $4 at most. $4, right? And then for a day's meal, right? And then you calculate 1.5. 1.5. We're just going to cover the food aspect. 1.5. 1,500 times 30. We have 30 days in a month, or 31 days. When you calculate this money at the end of the month, you would have been able to spend, so you go 1,500 times 30, you would have been able to spend minimum of 45,000 naira on food. 45,000 naira on food alone. That's if you eat the food of 1.5 every day, right? Now we're going to break down this cost of food stuff, and then we go back on this other scale, on this other place, to see. So I'm cleaning this place so that we can actually get the equation. We have not by any ways touched and transport. We're just dealing on food. So 45,000 naira you spend daily from buying food. 45,000 naira if you eat food of 1.5 every day. So here, 45,000 naira going to the market. Take that same 45,000 naira, for example, 45,000 naira market list. You buy beans, you buy rice, you buy maybe flour for swallow, right? You buy oil. You buy that oil, palm oil, and vegetable oil, right? When you buy palm oil and vegetable oil, then you buy seasoning. For those who use seasoning, you buy seasoning. And then you buy, let's say, fish, dry fish, because we're trying to maximize everything we have, right? Okay, you buy this, you buy this, you buy this, you buy this, you buy. What else have I not mentioned? Basic. Then you buy, maybe this is just for food. We're not talking about cleaning things at home. You just say this is food, and you buy water. Okay, so you also buy gas or coal or wood, right? Or kerosene. Those are some actually use electric for this. So for those who use electric, you know how to cut it on your heating